You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, LuchaCentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
How does Justin always manage to find curtains the same color?
Welcome to another edition of Masks, Mats, and Mayhem. I'm your host, the Outlaw LA Red. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMShow75. I'm fired up, dude. I'm fired up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know why I'm fired up?
Too.
I know why.
Somebody say fired up.
Do you know why I'm fired up? Why do you think I'm fired up, Byron?
Vampire interview.
I think
Nope.
you were drinking coffee. I think
Nope.
you have you got a full 4 hours of sleep last night.
Nope,
He has
3.5.
That's
He has that
Pentagon arm breaker.
He has that post-masturbatory glow to him.
Nope. It's not.
Kevin
Nope.
Cross's right wing antics coming out.
Not that either.
Did you get the boss fight figures before Casey and me?
Nope.
Oh, I got him. You didn't get him?
Yeah, I got mine a month ago.
You son
Yeah.
Did you not get the DM?
son of a bitch.
You don't ever read the DM, do you, Byron? No, I'm excited for one reason and one reason
It's
only.
Sting's birthday.
Sting's birthday.
Look
It's
into my
Sting's birthday.
eyes.
First of
That's
all,
what it is.
First of all, we have to sing. We have to sing to the Stinger
Feliz
for his birthday.
cumpleaños, Sting.
Yeah.
Feliz cumpleaños, Sting.
See, I'm very concerned about the rights to Happy Birthday.
No. It's cool now.
It's
Oh
public domain now.
I know. I have a better version of the song.
Here
though.
we go. Are you guys ready? Justin,
Yeah.
is this what you were so amped about?
No.
He lives
It's Stinger, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Stinger. Stinger, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Stinger.
I
wish you love and goodwill. I wish you peace and joy. I wish you better than your heart desires and your first kiss from a boy. Stinger, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Stinger.
Stay calm.
Stinger, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Stinger. Okay, that's all I got.
All right,
You can come
Justin.
back
Justin, why are you so amped up today? Did you think it was going to go well?
No, you ruined it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just talk about Sting for 2 hours.
I
It's
got
fine.
I
some
hope
good
his
news for you there,
birthday's
Justin.
terrible. Let me tell you something, Outlaw. I agree with you because I hope his day is terrible. I hope that when he eats Taco Bell, he has horrible diarrhea like Casey did today, right before recording this podcast. That's why he looks a little peakish.
Casey
That is now
ate
eating ice
Taco
cream.
Bell before 11 a.m. like a madman. Justin, why were you feeling so good
Okay,
today?
no, I'm still amped. I'm not going to let this deter me in any fashion. Nothing that Stink does can ever. Anyway, listen. I am amped because Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker was
Oh, yeah.
clearly the match of the week. It was fucking fire. It was amazing. It was better. Imagine this. In 2021, and last week we just watched the Thunder Rosa debut on Lucha Underground. That's not even the same fucking person. That's not the same human.
Yeah.
We all know her. That is
No.
not the same person that was there this week. And it was better than the exploding barbed wire death match, which was a pay-per-view headliner.
I just wish Tony didn't do his bad booking decisions before the match because I never saw it. But I'm really fired up, Justin. And the reason
I have to go backwards to that too because it hurts my parts way too much to talk about that first. I can't. I'd fucking cry.
No,
I have
we'll get
something
to that later.
that'll put us in a better mood. He does this, he does that. He's as big as bull and quick as a cat. He looks fine. He looks cool. He's his own man. He's nobody's fool. Don't double cross him or get in his way.
I know
Because
this
if
is-
you do, you're gonna have to pay to the man called Sting. The man called Sting. He's the man called Sting. The man called Sting. This isn't even going to air on his birthday, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
You know what? Every day is Stinger's birthday. It's also, I love how they put in him getting double crossed by everyone in his song.
Because it true.
Happens.
Right.
It happens.
Yeah.
We got Darby's about a week away. But you know something? I think it's ready to start the show, or as our friend Steve would say, "Ow! It's showtime." Revenge isn't even a word.
Such a good Sting impression.
I do want to talk about this Thunder Rosa Britt Baker match, and I feel like it is important enough to lead off the show. We'll get to.
I need to do my thing. I need to do my thing now.
No, Meef, we'll get to in a second.
It's getting warm.
You don't get to do the shoey in the first segment? Who said Meef got to do a shoey in the first segment? Then you're going to be
it's in honor of Mel.
It's happening.
We should allow it.
I got to insult.
Here's
to
Melissa Cervantes. Cheers to Melissa Cervantes. Meatloaf is now going to do a shoey, a chewy. What's in the shoe, Meatloaf?
Well, so you guys are really insensitive to our Australian viewers, unlike myself. So I thought I would find the most Australian beverage that they all love.
Foster's.
It's Australian all the time.
Yes.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
It's the national emblem of Australia.
I love you.
That's all they drink.
They
love it. They never drink anything but it.
Meatloaf. That's like Michelob Ultra to them. That's not good.
No. That's the strongest beer they do.
Yes.
You did an ultimate insult.
Me and Meef are simpatico. If I put my hand up to the camera, Meef can put his hand up and get my energy for the shoey.
This is like playing fetch with your dog with a boomerang. It's not okay.
Hey Meef, let's do the docking version.
Still in junior high.
They love this. They love it.
No, they don't. No, I'm
not going to do it.
It's like calling a kangaroo a rodent when they're actually marsupials. It's not okay.
I have a quote from Lucha Spawn that says,
everyone.
That's not a shoe. That's not a shoe.
It's not a shoe.
Everything about this is an abomination.
That's not a shoe. Oh, that's the warm up for the shoe. Oh, Jesus Christ. This episode's going to be something else. So Meatloaf has already downed one entire pint.
We're going to talk about...
Oh, Jesus, we do. Yeah. Good Lord.
Oh, God. And two more, he's going to be throwing a fucking boomerang at the camera. It's going to be amazing.
Look in his eyes. He's on fire.
One more and you're Yahoo serious.
Uno mas.
Oh my God. It's actually too cold.
Yeah,
cold Foster's. Here comes Too Cold Scope.
Why is there another Foster's? This is the third Foster's. It's Australian for beer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is happening?
Set this one.
No, you don't.
Meef, I'm going to take you out to dinner at the Outback Steakhouse, the famous Australian eatery.
Get him something really Australian from there, please.
Oh, my God.
No, those guys made that restaurant without having ever been to Australia.
No, yes. So to be fair, they do Castlemaine. That's another.
So this really is Meatloaf's. Yeah. First of all, he just had beer and he was crying about this British guy was crying about his beer getting warm, and he drank it out of a glass. I'm glad we did this. This is really worth it.
Because it's not really beer. It's watered down piss. That's what Australian beer is.
Me, you got to finish that one.
There's nothing offensive about any of this.
Because they drink like girls.
Well, there goes our 75 Australian viewers.
Oh, we're never doing the live show now.
They must have drunk in about 2 years now as well.
Kevin was setting up Lucha Expo for Australia this next year.
And that's going. Lucha Expo Down Under, just right out the window. There he goes.
Oh, dude, we could have done a show about that fake Australian Lucha Underground that I found on Amazon Prime.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
What was that one called? Lucha Underground. What was it called?
It was called. Oh,
Dingo Ate My Baby.
I don't even know.
Dingo Ate My Baby.
Meef is just super racist now against Australians. Like, I thought that you were being.
How can I be? They're all British.
Here we go with the British prisoner thing and blah blah blah. Let's go. Let's just get it all done with, Meef.
Explain, Meef. Explain how Goatsy and Coma Spawn ended up in Australia.
It's not coma spawn. It's lucha toast. Get it right, Byron.
All right, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm possibly not explaining how a lot of the Australian population got there because we will get in trouble.
All right, we'll wait 5 minutes. We'll come back to you.
This is not good for ratings in Australia.
No.
Okay,
it's not good for political correctness.
Oh man, like anything on this show ever really was. Anyway,
True.
I am going to talk about the Cross thing. So if you're here to hear about what my thoughts are on Kevin Cross's match this past week, his tag match with Finn Balor as his partner, stick around because you're not going to get that right off the bat. I'm going to have to work up to that one.
We're still on our friends, right?
I have more depressing things to talk about, but first Thunder Rosa. Woo!
I'm gonna see.
No, you gotta say it like
Rosa. What is this, Byron?
I'm gonna see if I can play highlights while we talk about it.
What?
Oh,
really?
Fancy.
That spot. Actually, pause it right there. So that spot right there, Britt Baker takes the drop kick to the head, and now you only see Thunder Rosa for the next 30 seconds. Having been to a lot of ECW, let me tell the fans that don't know what is actually going on right here. Rebel is taking Britt a blade, and the ref also has one in his hand, but I believe she takes the one from Rebel, and Britt blades. Mm-hmm. Britt bladed. I was very proud of her for this. They covered it up well, and the camera. She was smart enough to know, Casey's gone because I'm breaking kayfabe here. She was smart enough to know, and this is big kudos to Britt Baker and how far I think she has also come in the world, that she still has the blade in her hand. If you keep playing from here, Byron, you'll see her clutching her left hand until the point where she can't quite get it over to the ref, and she knows the camera's right there, and it's on her. And then finally... Yeah, so Mel's going to go down on the ground here. She's making some faces. Cameraman, look, the director got something right. They stay with Mel on the table. We're not watching Britt Blade.
Wait a minute. Camera department did something right. Not only are you ignoring the blade job, you're also paying attention to somebody doing something interesting.
But you also
she wanted to see what Mel was doing there. Look, in her left hand, still clutched. She still has the blade. The ref came over to get it, but she wanted to see what Mel was doing. Rebel's trying to get it from her. She's trying to figure out she patched to the other hand. The ref is like, give me the blade, you dummy. She's still holding it, doesn't know how to get rid of it. He doesn't get it in time. Camera's right on top of him. So Mel comes in. She does a move, and wait for it. Britt Baker throws the blade right when she goes under the rope here. It's amazing. I was very proud of her for this.
Dude, see what you do is you put
She's still got it in her hand right here. She still got it. There it goes. She just threw the blade.
I saw it. Very shiny.
That's awesome.
You put it inside your mouth, dude. Hasn't she ever seen Poetic Justice? Jesus Christ.
I mean, look, and there was another very ring savvy thing she did in the fact that later when they dump the tacks out, the spot where she knows she's going to take the big spot, she walks on it, which is an old wrestler trick. It's like they're real tacks, everybody. Anybody who thinks that tacks in wrestling are ever fake, I don't know. There's maybe been one time and that was stupid, so they never did it again. Tacks in wrestling are real. They do hurt, but they don't kill you, and they heal very quickly. Yeah. But she steps on right here. She steps all over where they're going to do the big spot, kind of on purpose. She walks on a few of them, and I think she walks back through it again.
It's a great shot.
Very wise. She's like, where are we going to do the spot? Let me walk on that a little bit. There she goes.
Then you get a good amount of them inside your boot, and you don't.
But this is the stuff that hardcore guys who have landed on tacks 50 million times do. Not Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. They're doing this thing like it's Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman back in the 90s. It's beautiful. And then they do the spot, on the spot where they stepped on the tacks. So brilliant. Love these girls. This match, hit every spot the right way. They did everything right. And the ref even dives into the tacks for the pin count somewhere in here and with complete abandon. The ref was on board. And that's what happens. Rebel takes a great table spot. What is going on? This is a pay-per-view quality match. I should have paid good money for this.
But this is the main event.
Oh, but look at her back. Just lights her up. That was the soft spot on the tacks.
Yeah, that's
She was more central than to the right where she'd walked through.
Britt Baker is a beast, though, dude. She took that like H.
Was this the main event?
Yeah, this was the main event.
Look, I want to
fair play to AEW for doing that as well.
I want to personally apologize to Mel for not having watched this match yet, but I was too mad.
Yeah,
you were that mad.
I was that mad.
Casey's
so mad. Watch the finish.
I'm going to pass him a beer. And he doesn't drink. That's how mad Casey is. he will have.
I mean, look,
this is incredible.
Things happen, but you get this action, and there's a little wobble at him, but watch the plant. Oh, it's totally safe. She brings her back over.
Yeah, lean back herself. Yeah.
Oh,
still
my God.
Thunder.
And then my favorite moment of the whole match, they smack each other around a little bit, and Mel says, "I love you, Brit. Thank you so much." She wins. She's surprised. She can't believe it. They just pulled off this match. It's right here. She leans down and tells her, "I love you, Brit."
We fucking
That's a
did
great
it.
match. We did it.
Yeah, it's a great match. I can't wait to see her lose to Maki Ito.
And then she remembers she's supposed to be mad at her. She's like trying to hug her she's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm still in character. I hate you." Die,
No, dude. Look, kayfabe explanation is she was just making sure she didn't actually commit murder just then. She didn't want any charges on her.
Right. Okay, you're right. Anyway, I just there's not enough.
Also,
good
dude, we got to talk about how cool the scales are on the ring gear because it's a throwback to Cobra Moon.
It is a Cobra Moon throwback, but it's also St. Patrick's Day when they did that match.
And they are technically. Do we have to talk about Irish people?
Yes, there's a lot of Irishmen on the show
dressing like
today,
a snake makes you. You're a heel if you're dressed as a snake.
They seem to be perfectly fine with people who commit abuse to women.
Wow.
Irish people, according to Twitter.
Wow. According to Twitter, I like that disclaimer.
I mean, and several movies and historical documents.
Okay, so let's start where this show started.
Sting,
Pentagon, Cody.
Happy birthday, Sting.
Okay.
In the second main event of the show, the opening match on Dynamite.
And look, I'm watching this thing, and I hadn't gotten the spoilers from you. I knew Casey was pissed about something, but I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. I'm digging this match. This is appropriate for Cody and Penta, and yeah, it's kind of Cody's shows here, so I get him wanting to wrestle Pentagon. Who wouldn't want to wrestle Pentagon? That makes perfect sense. And then we get to Pentagon breaking Cody's arm, and I am popping so hard. I'm like, this is genius, except for the fact that then Cody finishes him using both his arms 2.5 seconds later, and then Pentagon runs away like a scared bitch when the Nightmare family comes out, and
he ran from QT Marshall.
Yeah, that
and also, not only did he pin him with both arms, he pushed himself back up with the broken arm. He used the broken arm. He should be fired. It should be a fireable offense. His dad is spinning in his grave.
It was bad.
I need to rant, and I need the one. I need to rant.
Go. Give him the one.
On the rant.
Oh, and Casey.
This is what people came here today.
Just before you start the rant.
Hold on.
Monsters. What?
Okay, passing Casey the
No,
beer.
I thought you were going to drink it.
No, I'm passing Casey the beer.
Wow, that actually looked super cool. That was a nice special effect there, team.
It turned into a twister from Foster's Freeze. Okay, I eat ice cream when I'm
after
depressed.
Brexit. That's what happens.
Casey, go for it. I'm going to shut up.
Okay, so I'd like to personally address one Tony Khan. Because I know he listens to the show because half the things we suggest end up happening on AEW. Someone's listening. Antoine, you've let me down too many times in such a short period of time, my friend. First of all, you fucked me out of a ring explosion. And I paid $50 good for that ring explosion after years of paying much less for shitty VHS copies of 4th generation ring explosions that blew that one away in every way. I'm like, you know what? Tony's one of us. He'll do it right. Well, that was my first mistake. My second mistake was in that ladder match, seeing, they're teasing a Penta and Cody feud. This can be great. Oh, I was wrong again, because you go to Dynamite, and yes, my phone did vibrate when he sent that. Good times. Byron's just interrupting me for no reason during my rant. So I'm on Twitter before Dynamite. I'm just relaxing, getting ready to watch the show, and I see some asshole post spoilers saying that Cody won via roll up. That asshole was Byron up there.
Where? No, on Twitter. Not in the DM.
No, on Twitter. And, I'm just trying to relax on a Wednesday night. I don't even. So then I'm like, how bad can it be? I'll see this match anyway. Fuck this shit. Okay, you know what?
It.
First of all, everything I've said about Ultima Lucha Dos stands quadruple for this match because you got Penta coming back from an injury. You don't start him off hot. You have him lose to Cody via roll up and then not get his heat back. And you use it to advance an angle with QT fucking Marshall that not one person in the world gives a shit about ever.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make QT Marshall a thing. He's not going to be a thing. Stop trying to make Fetch a thing too, motherfucker. Anyway.
What?
Okay, so I think we figured out why Krista Joseph's off of Twitter because he clearly got hired by AEW to write this bullshit.
Wow.
Because if Lucha Underground season 4 was dog shit, this is the start of season 5 right here.
Is Cody getting the sexy star treatment? Win by roll up.
Yeah, winning by roll up. So there's gonna be a feud which Penta will probably still lose because Cody sucks. And look, I even last time I was on the show, I was praising Cody. I'm like, it's cool, man. I like what he does. I think he does good things for the company. No. Now, even if you turn him heel, I'll refuse to boo. I'll refuse to cheer now, but I'll refuse to boo if he's a heel. I will turn my back to the ring with a giant Zero Miedo back patch. Just stand there looking at the rest of the crowd if I'm ever there live.
I gotta
let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Cupcake Rhodes wouldn't put Shaq over either.
He did no sell a powerbomb.
I gotta say this though. Look, it was the most nonsensical thing in the world because if you look at what you're trying to get to, which is what any writer does, you may write from the beginning and get to the end, but you know the ending before you fill in those pieces of the third act. You always do, which is one of the reasons why the third act of something is typically horrible. But you know the end piece. What you want is to give Cody an injury. So if he's out on paternity leave because Brandy is about to pop, that there's a good reason for him disappearing in the storyline. That's what you're trying to get to. You're trying to get Penta some heat with the Nightmare family. But why on earth wouldn't you just have Cody win clean, which sucks, but fine, whatever. Cody wins. Cody beats Penta, and then Penta breaks his arm, and then the guys run in, and there's a big to-do, and, Penta's throwing fists with QT or whoever you want. You could have still done this shitty-ass story even better than this. Like, this was the most illogical way to do a shitty story. Why would you do the arm break right into the roll-up pin? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. Who was the agent on this match?
It's because you wanted to go ahead and just kill all of the credibility of that move whatsoever. And with an arm-based pin. Hey, it's great.
Horrible.
You know what? Cody's the prince of wrestling. What the fuck? See,
I thought they had good promos. I think that there's a lot more legs in this, at least a few more weeks before Penta would theoretically send Cody off.
Yeah.
There's no more weeks to it. Brandy is like 578 million years pregnant. The girl is about to pop.
But I mean,
so you have to do this now.
The only way they save this angle, Byron, there's one way you save this angle. You have that baby come out with a Pentagon mask and say Zero Miedo, Poppy.
That's true.
Right to his daddy's face.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, Penta sets him on fire.
I mean, I was really...
Not a child.
I thought the match was very respectful to Penta at first. He's in the second biggest match on Dynamite, super hot. He gets to do all of his cool shit. His back is feeling good because he's doing that little swagger dance that he does in between moves. He's hamstring kicking and he's wearing St. Patrick's Day hats, becoming memes all over the place, going viral. Like he was being showcased as much as Dynamite's ever showcased him. And then Cody is doing lucha moves. And I thought, oh, that's cool. Cody's putting in the extra effort to do top rope hurricanrana that could break his neck for no reason. Like, I thought that was cool. And then the arm break, I thought they got into it really cool. But then the roll up, like, I think Rob Viper or Lucha Blog said they would have been fine if it was a one arm roll up. I kind of feel the balance of the match was off for that finish because it feels like Cody was getting his stuff in and he was going to lose, or Penta was going to go over with, like, I thought if Penta did,
they wanted you to think Penta was going to go over.
Let me tell you the first mistake you made, Byron Fever, more like Byron Trash. The hurricanrana. The Hurricane, whatever you want to call it. I invented that move. That's not a Lucha Libre move.
The slobbering and everything.
Let me tell you something, Cody Rhodes. More like Cody Trash. Why are you in here? You gonna suck my dick or what? The number spelled disaster for you. They sacrifice. Small Joe.
Small Joe.
Small Joe don't want none.
He's fat.
More like small trash.
Thank you, Big Papa Pump. We appreciate it. Oh my God.
Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, I hope they get another week where Penta actually gets to go over for real. I mean,
I don't. You know what I hope they? You know what I hope they get to the end of Penta's contract. I don't want him in AEW anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't want to watch.
Everybody said NXT were going to destroy him.
I don't know if I want him there either.
I could have survived being fucked on a ring explosion. I could have survived Penta getting fucked over, but the two in a row, it's a 1-2 punch of trash that I just can't take.
Look, you can say whatever you want about Krista Joseph, but he wrote Pentagon specifically better than anybody else has.
Look, I think that
and you heard our interview with Vamp. I mean, Vamp takes some credit for it too. Maybe we need to start a promotion where Conan, Vamp, and Christopher DeJoseph fist fight and book a wrestling show.
I just think that the problem in every run that Pentagon has had in the United States is that he's getting over and he's not the guy that the writers want to get over. So they just find ways to fuck it up every time. He wasn't one of the 7 tribe members. So they wanted him to take a back seat. Here, he's not QT fucking Marshall. So let's barely give him any TV time, have him wrestle a couple matches on Dark, not get any big wins coming back from an injury. But hey, man, let's telegraph this QT Marshall heel turn for 14 more weeks, okay?
Let me ask you guys about this. Another thing with AEW that I'm trying to decipher right now. We've got Team Taz, we've got the Dark Order, we've got the Elite, we've got the Clientele, we've got the Pinnacle, we've got who else do we have? We have just faction upon faction upon faction that all seem to have the same story. The Clientele being Matt Hardy's.
See how Justin already forgot Death Triangle? Thanks, Cody, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
But they are doing the tag team of Phoenix and Neville and Penta.
Yeah, but then again, you're pinning Phoenix down to tag team wrestling again.
Anyway,
Phoenix needs to be let go and flying free.
Well, look, Phoenix was the second best match of the week. Again, I mean, look, Thunder Rosa and Brit stole his thunder, but Phoenix and Angelico was the most Lucha Libre I've seen in ages. There was more Lucha Libre in that match than Triple Mania.
I wish I could have stomached watching it, but I couldn't at that point.
It was good. You should go back and watch just that one match. And Thunder Rosa.
I don't.
They're good.
It's going to be a while before I feel like watching AEW again.
Meef just passed out and died. He's gone, guys. That's it. Meatloaf died.
Oh God!
Next week on this show, we'll be bringing in Brendan Barr.
2.5.
Oh,
but he hasn't had much to drink in the last year either, man. Meef has turned into a lightweight too.
Look, I've got a lot of.
He's back.
I've got a lot of co-hosts we could use before we go to that guy. My friend Adam, for example. We'll get him on.
Oh yeah, I love.
We'll give Adam a ride.
Yeah,
he knows about the initiation process, though, right?
Oh yeah. He's already. Oh, you can't read. Can you read it?
Okay, as long as he understands.
My friend who made the image sent that to me because
he could have done better than putting light-colored font on a light-colored picture.
I shouldn't repeat the joke that led to me getting sent this, though.
Okay,
that's not good.
That's good for the podcast.
Byron, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I love how Meef's disdain for Australia and specifically Australians runs so deep that for the Shoey exhibit of the show, he blatantly drank their trashiest beer, saying it was as much Australian out of a glass as it was as much Australian as their national flag. This trash beer represents them. And then he just drank out of a glass, blatantly not even doing the Shoey. Every detail was an insult.
He disrespected the Shoey entirely. Yeah, I agree. So listen,
I didn't think I was going to be able to drink all 4 in one go, but no, not anymore. Too old for it.
The one last thing I want to say about the AEW this week was Miro. Like the Team Taz coming out, the Sting Cage face turn, all that stuff. Christian
what do you
Cage.
mean you respect him? What do you mean?
What I was thinking, I mean,
no, listen. Who you guys should hate if you're big Sting fans is Christian Cage, because he basically came out and said, "I'm the anti-Sting. I'm the workhorse. I'm the guy that does things and makes people look good. I'm not Sting." Is basically what he said.
He hasn't done that for a few years, has he?
Well, yeah. Christian Cage actually saved Impact or TNA at one point in time.
Sting's wrestled on WrestleMania in the last 10 years.
No, okay. 7. But
fired.
I figured out a lot of people.
So did the ghost of Undertaker, but that didn't amount to much either, did it?
It's so sad talking about Undertaker matches.
Not say mean things about Undertaker. He didn't do anything.
Now I'm pissing Casey off for real. Go ahead, Byron. Say a thing, and then I'm going to say another thing, and then we're going to do this other thing. Go.
Oh wow! No, I don't know how to talk when you actually let me talk.
Lots of things.
But no, I will say I figured out Sting's gimmick, and everyone was complaining about like he keeps getting interrupted, like he never gets to do a thing. Sting's whole gimmick
this better be good.
Is that he does a segment, and his entire segment is to put everyone else over, as many other people over as possible. So he's coming out there, everyone tunes in to Sting. Darby comes out and looks cool, right? And then before Sting can really cut a promo, Taz comes out with fucking 15 people and his kid to look cool. Now everyone who tuned in for Sting is seeing everyone, right? And then Cage somehow pulls off a great promo and talks with like authenticity and passion and all that stuff. And it was great. And I was watching.
Actually, like Cage should just be a bro. Like just let Cage be a bro.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Coming out.
Like all this stuff, and like it's getting to the point. Like I get the gimmick.
Music.
Sting comes out. Ooh, Chavo. Sting comes out,
Ooh,
and then
Chavo.
like 15 other AEW talents are getting the rub in every segment. It's so not selfish. Yes, he got the pin on Ricky Starks.
No, but here's look. It's not that they have to pivot Sting off of Darby now. He'll go on to Cage, which is a good thing. I actually liked that. I hope that they actually go that direction, because they fucked Cage up so royally. They owe him something, and they're paying Sting all this money. Yeah. And I'm not going to like that that's the way that they have to do it, because they had 10 million other chances before now to get Cage over. But at least somebody in the back is still trying to get him over.
I gotta say about Sting, he's not like anybody else. If his friends ever need him, he's there to help. And all the kids they go wild. And all the old people start to act like a child. Don't double cross him or get in his way, because if you do, you're gonna have to pay to the man called Sting.
Oh my God! There's so much. Shut up, Byron. Shut up. Listen, Byron, be quiet. Listen, there's so much more that we have to talk about today. We're not talking about any more of it in this segment because we have to.
Cage.
Oh my God.
So Cage, I think, with his matches against Darby Allin, really, I think showed a huge a liability in his presentation, because he is
beat by a guy who was 4'6" and 98 pounds.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Like, you can't say like Darby Allin lines up against him, and this guy, even though he's not as strong, he's quicker, because Cage is out there. He's just like an Andre the Giant or a Big Show or one of those types of people, where if you legitimately look at him side by side, he's stronger than everyone, and he's faster than everyone. He's more agile. Like, he should be the champ, and he should never lose. Based on
like Andre the Giant, faster than everyone,
right? No, but Andre the Giant, like you have a
standing moonsaults.
You have but the Son of the Giant did drop kicks off the top rope in the power plant, which is great.
Like snakes.
So it's just that's a problem for
him. Why did actually used to do moonsaults? So.
If Cage is never champ, then he's just extremely neutered, and those muscles and that speed mean nothing, and then it kills him.
You think they're going to do the same thing to Archer with Darby? Is Darby going to go over on Archer now? That would be. He can't. I don't. I mean, it ruins Archer, and it doesn't do anything for Darby to me. Why Archer
has good
because
momentum.
AEW never fucking ruins people. What was the beginning of the segment?
I hope they hold off. I hope they hold off on that matchup for a minute.
Listen,
Archer should go over.
Listen, the moral of this entire segment, besides the fact that Sting songs make my crotch itch, is that I think Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker might be in the top 10, maybe top 5 female matches of all time, and it happened this week. That's big. That's big. Female matches. I mean, she's up there with some of, the Japanese stuff and Charlotte and all the stuff that people talk about. I think this is one that's up there. These girls did a great job. Listen, we'll be right back. We're going to talk about some things, and eventually Meef is going to have to talk about Jordan Devlin and Finn Balor, and I'm going to have to talk about Kevin Cross, and I have a feeling that that's going to be very painful this week. So stick around. Right now, let's throw it over to Denise Salcedo over in Lucha Central to find out everything that's happening this week on the Lucha Central Podcast Network.
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo here in Lucha Central with a reminder of where and when to catch all of the great network content this week. Get the full lineup and listen to all of our shows in the Podcast Network section of luchacentral.com. Sundays on the Lucha Central Facebook page, world-traveled shooter of the camera kind, Jerry Villagrana goes mano a mano with a fellow photographer to throw down about some of their favorite photos they have taken at Lucha Libre events. Monday, Business of the Business returns as Mass Republic President Kevin Kleinrock takes you inside how your favorite Lucha Libre merchandise gets made. On Tuesdays, Mass Mats and Mayhem takes you inside the world of Lucha Underground as they take you weekly through the series with the benefit of hindsight and the benefit of special guests from the groundbreaking series. Check out the premiere video stream every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on the Lucha Central YouTube channel and at luchacentral.com. Then listen to it on your favorite podcast platform every Wednesday. Tuesday nights live, it's Wrestle Boss, where Fabi Chulo talks MMA and pro wrestling with special guests and listener call-ins. Visit WrestleBossLive.com Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific to listen live or call in with questions or download the show on podcast platforms on Wednesdays. Wednesday nights live on Facebook, it's Spanish show La Mesa de los Márgaros, giving you both the news and the chisme from around the lucha world. Special guests and a whole lot of fun make it one of the most talked about shows in Mexico. Thursdays, it's Straight Out of the Bodega with Papo Esco and PWR promoter Gabriel Ramirez as they have guests from throughout the wrestling world pull up to give an inside look into their careers. From indie standouts to television superstars, each week brings a new name and perspective. On Friday, it's your double dose of Lucha Central Weekly podcast, one in English y el otro en español. Lucha Central Weekly is where you'll find all the top stories of the week, both inside and out of the ring from Mexico and anywhere luchadores are in action across the globe. Be sure to subscribe and follow all your favorite Lucha Central Network series on your favorite podcast platforms, either by their own series name or subscribe to the Lucha Central Podcast Network show pages to get all of the shows in one easy feed. And please consider giving a rating to help more fans find the shows that you love. For now, this is Denise Salcedo signing off from Lucha Central. Have a great week.
Byron, I have something very important to address the audience. If you could give me the one, please.
Yeah, I'll give you the one. I'm glad that you know that you need the one, but you don't know that we need to come back from the break first.
We just did. And we're back.
I know. You brought us back in the middle of a sentence.
And we're back. Go ahead, Casey. What's going on today, man?
We need to discuss something important.
Action.
When a man's heart is full of deceit, it burns up, it dies, and a dark shadow falls over his soul. From the ashes of a once great man has risen a curse. Wrong that must be righted. We look to the skies for a vindicator, someone to strike fear into the black hearts of the same men who created him. The battle between good and evil has begun. Against an army of shadows lies a dark warrior, the prevailer of good with the voice of silence, and a mission of justice. This is Sting.
How did this happen to me? I started this little podcast in my kitchen, and then like 5 years later, this happened. Why is this my life? Everybody listening to this right now needs to help me because I may, in fact, have a nervous breakdown. I'm dying slowly inside. I'm dying very slowly inside. All of me is dead. Oh, you know what, guys? I
Do you
feel
remember
like
they had Metallica?
I feel like the Undertaker after facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's how bad I feel right now.
Do you feel like everyone after they're hit with the Stinger Splash?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, no, I can't even bring myself to talk about NXT or WWE yet. So, how'd you guys enjoy Expo Lucha this past weekend? What'd you guys think? Anything cool about the action? I still don't know what an NFT, LFB, NFG is. What is
something.
that?
It's something that destroys the environment. Don't worry about it.
We should offer. How isn't all digital?
Well, look, somebody go back and watch it. I listened to Kleinrock talk about it, and
yeah,
I love when Kevin Kleinrock does like podcasts and video stuff because it is so soothing. It's I don't understand what's happening, and it's just kind of like this ASMR thing. And I went right to bed. It was amazing, and I still
we're not saying we like him enough to ever have him on the show again. We're just saying.
We should have.
No. We need to give him a monthly cooking segment.
My favorite part of Expo Lucha was the award show where we got our award for being the best podcast on the Lucha Central podcast.
Did that happen?
Oh.
Did that happen?
No, it hasn't happened. I haven't seen that.
Wait, did anyone win that award?
No, I think we got bumped for talk about NFTs or something.
I believe what happened was Kevin Kleinrock forgot to count the fucking votes. Kevin open up your computer. It's just a bunch of numbers somewhere inside your computer.
Right.
Like, just look and see if we won. And then if we didn't win, never tell anybody that the contest ever happened. And if we did win, send us our fucking
No. Even if we lost, we just spend the next few years saying how we won, trying to get it overturned in court, isn't it?
I will say
is that not the American way?
I really enjoyed the segment at Expo Lucha. The matches were cool. I loved how they started with the Ultimo Panda match.
The matches were great. That's a great Panda. I love that guy.
Yeah,
I hated
the guy who carries his bags. Maybe not as much, but the actual Panda himself is great. I don't know why he carries that weight for that other guy all the time.
Yeah,
I don't get why they said the Panda was 300 pounds, but 300-pound Panda. They said he was 300 pounds.
Oh wow, no, that might be about right. Pandas weigh.
I might get some Panda heat.
Pandas are at least about a ton.
Pandas are girthy.
Pandas are huge.
How old do you know this Panda, Justin?
Pandas eat a lot of pizza too.
The Cassandra interview was cool. I've never heard Cassandra speak before.
No.
So
God.
I hope that.
Although I will just say something. It was amazing interviewing Vampiro, and it was awesome. But like seriously.
Well, speaking of that Vampiro interview, if you heard it and you liked it, you got to come to our show next week. We're doing a regular show this week, but next week in this very time slot, you can see the entire unedited version. There is a lot more, and sadly, out of that version, that we lost the Kemanito thing out of that version. Case,
yeah,
it
was too long. We had to cut it because, it's a little. I don't know how to say this correctly. Completely fucking inappropriate. So,
look, man. First of all,
you gotta come back next
time Kemonito's been told he was too long.
Wow.
I will say this,
and there's a lot of talk about Sammy Guevara and some other really good stuff. There's a full hour more almost. Well, not full hour, but by about 50 minutes we cut out of that interview. So if you want to hear the uncut stuff, there's a little bit more to some of the stories that he told there. And it's a really good interview. But we didn't want to slow down.
We didn't ask him about setting Sting on fire. Fuck.
Well, it was on my list and we never got to it, but he did cry, as you saw in the other version. And I guess he's got some more stuff to say next week that you can just check out here on the show, March 30th, Tuesday, March 30th at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Was slap fights today?
I really want to catch up with Vamp and find out about that. Byron, see if we can get Vamp on the books somewhere. Maybe we'll do a little thing with him next weekend about this weekend's event. This was the inaugural slap fight. It's actually happening right now. I'm going to watch it probably later tonight, so I don't have anything to say about it yet. Maybe it hasn't started yet. It's close to starting. Anyway, if you haven't seen this thing, I mean, it is grown men knocking the taste buds out of each other's faces, open hand. It's like every moment. from Pancrase that you liked all in one moment. Like every slap from Pancrase that was ever glorious is in one giant arena. And
I
Vamp
do gotta
and Stryker
say,
are
though,
doing
about
commentary, I believe.
Our Vampiro interview, I do have to say that, I often on this show talk about how our audience disgusts me and I have nothing but contempt for them and I want to quit the show. I'm actually very proud of what we did in the Vampiro interview. So putting up with all these garbage people in our audience. Hi, Josh.
The Australians.
It was all worth it for just this moment.
It's not me, guys. It's not me. Anyway, let's talk about
look, it's a cricket thing, all right? It's a cricket thing. The Ashes whips.
Okay.
It's deep and have you ever seen the Ashes?
No.
Have you ever seen the trophy?
No.
It's this big. They burn the stumps down and they put it in this tiny little vial and they play for it. It's hilarious.
I want to talk a little bit about Lucha Underground. Byron, you can come back now. We're going to talk Lucha Underground.
Talk about Byron's shitty fucking headshot instead.
Byron is just not going to join for this. The first segment is Evie and Katrina. Byron's decided.
I'm married to my cousin, and I write poetry about ravens.
My name's Byron Lovecraft.
Wow, that picture really is. It's like he was in an episode of What We Do in the Shadows. It's not appropriate for the show.
Oh, he wanted to be on It's Supernatural.
They drank the blood out of my butt.
Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 4, Zero Miedo.
Way to...
A phrase that you don't get to hear very much anymore because every time he does this, as soon as he gets to the M, his move is foiled and Pentagon goes rolling out of the ring. Anyway,
wrestling.
Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 4, Zero Miedo, which means that Pentagon obviously should win at the end of this episode. Vignette number 1, Ivelise and Katrina. Not exactly the best acting in Lucha Underground history, but it's really hard not to like these two on camera together. There is some chemistry, even though the acting was kind of dreadful.
It wasn't Evie. I was just thinking, man, this is the best take they had.
I that was what I was wondering too. It was just kind of like, this isn't really the best look. And one of these two is almost a professional actress. So, and has done great stuff. So I gotta maybe this was a skip, chase, and fail. Do we feel like this was a skip fail, or maybe Evie Dub or did Joseph directed this one because Skip wasn't in town?
Directed it.
I don't know.
It does feel like every performance in Delusions of Morons.
It does a little bit, including.
I really love this segment. I thought that Ivelise did outstanding, and Katrina's always doing outstanding on the show. And
the acting was bad. No, the acting is bad.
I think he's talking about
there's a lot of good tension.
Should we call him Sir Lancelot now that he's the White Knight of the MMM show?
Good Lord.
I do think though, Captain.
Where's my Guinevere?
Byron, put your picture back up for a second. Can you put your picture back up for a second?
Well, sure. Why?
Milady, I will rescue you.
What is that? What is that photograph, Byron?
I was in a dark place, so I wrote about fucking my cousin in a graveyard.
Byron, I have one very serious question.
No, I'm ready to answer a question when there's a question.
No, Byron. Casey brings up a good point. This is the actual question. Were you, in fact, in My Chemical Romance?
No, but I saw them once in concert.
And clearly this was that day.
This is not.
I think Byron was in Billy Talent.
Why does this photograph exist is the real question. Has anyone swiped right on this photograph ever?
I don't use it for that. No, this is a tintype.
I murder women in the woods.
Tintype photos are really cool. They're like Polaroid, but on.
Would you fuck me?
And it's really cool. So, and I have.
You're like an extra that fell off the wagon in Deadwood. I don't understand what this photograph is. This isn't acceptable, Byron.
Tintype photographs are really cool. It's a thing. I don't know. I mean, I can't explain something to you if you don't know it. You know,
Byron, your photograph looks like you're the charismatic host of a morgue.
This was a birthday present, to be honest.
All fucking things that are in the morgue.
You don't have any friends if someone gave that to you as a gift.
Surprised.
I think he looks more like if Kip Winger made a horrible mistake.
I like this. I think it's really cool. I think you guys are jealous because you all look horrible in every photo that you've ever taken.
You know what this photo is actually for? This photo is the new picture on the box of Uncle Ben's rice because they don't want to be racist anymore.
Oh.
No. He's a plantation owner. That's what he looks like. It
It's
looks
Uncle
like a plantation owner.
rice. They said, we can't use Ben anymore. Get me somebody else with a black name with a B. And it was Byron.
Well, let me tell you, my name is Byron. Emphasis on the Turk. You see, they call me a young Turk, I say. And oh God, you got to start talking. He was born in Georgia. I was born in Georgia.
Shit.
You should start talking like Foghorn Leghorn. Our ratings would go up.
I'll say I do say again. Do it, Byron. Oh my God! I don't know what has happened. I was gonna talk about Lucha Underground. Maybe I'll get through some of this. Let's find No, Byron. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take another break now. I'm gonna take a break right now. We'll be right back after this.
Lucha-masks.com, in partnership with Mask Republic, give you personal protective masks to keep you Lucha strong in the fight versus COVID-19. With world-class luchadors Blue Demon Jr., the Lucha Brothers, LA Park, Ultimo Dragon, Cain Velasquez, Conan, and so much more. Head to lucha-masks.com and you too can become a masked warrior. Lucha-masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.
A very important piece of news. I'm gonna need the one.
Justin, I'm sure this is gonna go well, and there's no reason not to trust Casey.
And we're back.
And we're back. Go for it, Casey. What do you got?
I got something.
Breaking news.
I got to talk to the audience about this. I got to get it off my chest.
Breaking Casey news. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously? No, this can't be happening right now.
So it's only 2.5 minutes long.
Oh, gee, what the hell? No! Oh, Christ. Really?
This is good because we can't even hear it. So,
freaking just
have to edit it back
this
in.
is good for audio and video.
This is like what they did to David Duchovny in X-Files when they wrote in the sunflower seeds thing or whatever, and he actually hates them in real life. This is
God.
like this is torture.
Does that mean we get to replace
you
with
would
Robert
do that
Patrick?
to David Duchovny, though, wouldn't you? Would you not do that to David Duchovny?
Anyway, we're talking Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 4, Zero Miedo, which of course means this is going to be all about Pentagon today. We already talked about the opening vignette, but the unlikely trio featuring Ivelise Butt Cheeks and defeats Chavo and the crew, because that's now a thing. Chavo's pissed. Tejano runs in to try to get Chavo. The only important thing about this match, the most important thing about this match is that Stryker had a high level of disdain for everyone in it other than Cisco.
Vamp, that's Mr.
Weird.
Cisco.
Yeah, and he put him over. He put him over huge at the very beginning, and then kept putting him over. And it was like, wow, who got the reach around backstage? Because that was.
Hey, look, I feel the same way. I have a disdain for everyone in this match except for Mr. Oh no, and Angelico.
No, Angelico's great, but they had put over Angelico enough. I think it was Mr. Cisco's turn.
I thought everyone did really well. I mean, but
you know,
Matt Cross is still. I mean, he's still a fucking backyarder, and he's great at it. But he is, you know, and it stands out in matches like this where you need psychology and things to make sense. But you know, his style is super entertaining when it's presented for what it is. But to me,
and at regular speed.
Yeah, it was kind of slow.
Matt Cross has the moveset is fine. Look, the moveset for Matt Cross, Son of Havoc, whatever, I think is fine. I like his moveset. I like some of the stuff he does. I even like his, shoulder thing off the ropes. But if you look at his best matches compared to his worst matches, the level of speed difference in them is tremendous. I mean, it hurts so bad when that guy is not running full speed. It's just dog shit. I like the guy a lot. I want to like him even more, but I just don't buy it when he's not on his game, when he's not trucking. He's not a power wrestler, even though he's got some of that look, you know. But it just doesn't work, man. You got like, if you're gonna have that moveset, let's go. Let's pick up the pace, buddy.
Yeah,
anyway,
he should lose a few pounds of muscle if he's going to keep doing that. But what we should be talking about, one is Ivelise's pants, and then two, Angelico really like.
Angelico's pants.
Angelico's
nice.
Angelico's hair, right?
Yeah.
I will say this: both Ivelise and Angelico are smoking hot. Does that creep you out?
No, I mean it's objective. It's hard. Like, what are you going to argue with?
You're saying I'm objectifying them?
It's an objective fact.
I am. They are objects.
And Angelico has nice hair.
He's got great swoopy hair. I'm growing mine out like that now. I'm doing this Angelico swoopy thing where I get this. I don't know if you can. I get this Angelico swoop going on. I'm doing that because he's that hot.
So you're making fun of me for My Chemical Romance, but now you want to have Scenester hair?
Yeah. I want to look like Angelico.
You guys want to see my Digimon? He just took a huge shit.
No, not really.
Oh, it's the old school one. Is this the Retrocon ones from Amazon?
But
Meef looks like he should be an OVE. Like that is a straight Callahan that he's got going on there.
Oh wow, yeah, you look like Semi Callahan, Meef. Maybe you want to change some things about your life.
Yeah,
I'm probably way less though.
No, he's one of the smartest guys in the business. He learned.
I like
Sami Callihan. The best. So
I love Sami Callihan. He's a really good guy.
Yeah, but he's smart because he learned that he puts a vest on. He doesn't have to get in TV shape.
Sammy also learned the power of spittle. Something that Pentagon, I feel like, would do more if he wasn't a masked luchador with face paint on. But Pentagon and Sami Callihan are my favorite spitters in the business. Not spitters.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
the first time I saw Sami Callihan ever, because I didn't watch his NXT run, and the first time we actually went to an event, we went up to see Phoenix in like St Neots, Cambridgeshire, and Sammy was there. And he goes to spit on his hand like he does. He goes like that, misses. It goes through the air, and the entire crowd watch it slow motion as it lands in the pint of a girl in the first row. It just went like, perfect shot.
Standing
Fantastic.
ovation. I hope.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. And I helped him up in his match. He was laid on the floor, and he looked up and went, "You gonna help me out?" That's
Dude,
also the day I gave him the T-shirt with W Lucha flipping him off in a Phoenix mask.
Hey, wait, it's Sting's birthday
I'm going to print it out with his face on.
I like W Lucha though. He's a good guy. It's just he was another fan like us.
Yeah.
Is it Sting's birthday today?
Yes.
Yes. It's my brother's birthday today too. Happy birthday to my brother, and not to Sting.
Oh, so is Sting your brother now? Is that what we're saying?
Oh my God, breaking news. No wonder you have this.
Sting is not my.
You know what, Byron? That would make him Justin Borden.
No. Wow. No, I'm not Justin Borden. I'm not Lefty.
Lefty.
I will. My brother was a real athlete. He played lacrosse at Clemson. He is a real man. Sting is nothing. My brother would murder Sting.
Yeah.
My brother would murder Sting.
3-time All-Star for that.
No, he was a real athlete. My brother would murder Sting.
Sting was in the Olympics. He only got a bronze medal.
Let's have him fight.
Why is lacrosse so big in America?
It's not, but it had a really good.
Every single film I watched with American colleges is lacrosse.
When my brother was playing on those championship Clemson teams, that was like when lacrosse was like at its height in America. I think it was getting a lot more coverage then. It doesn't get talked about quite as much right now. It fell off like 2014, somewhere in there. It had like a good 10-year run. But there was talk of
Irish rules.
Irish rules lacrosse?
No, wow. Irish rules. Gaelic football. Gaelic football.
Is it anything like Aussie rules football? Because I like
No. So Gaelic football is like lacrosse meets soccer and rugby. So there's a net underneath the H shape, and you can score goals in that.
H. He said H. We're gonna move on because he said H. You're not allowed to
H,
Meef. You're not allowed to H. You're not allowed to Z. These things are unacceptable.
What do you say? What do you say?
H.
What do you say instead of
H?
H?
Triple H.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Not an H. Triple H.
So can I ask you guys a question?
As an English person who invented
does the question
language
pertain to how I'm never going to get through one episode of Lucha Underground? Go ahead, Byron. What?
Can I lead a lightning round of a Lucha review?
Yes.
Of words that Americans say wrong? No, because they probably say them all wrong.
I go lead. I'm just gonna. If it sucks, I'll just fill it in. But go ahead. I'm not opposed.
No, I did it last week. It was perfect.
Go for it, bitch.
All right, so there's a match, and it's okay. Angelico, my notes are Angelico is so good. Post-match, Chavo yells at the crew for an extended period of time because Tejano was a little late, but Tejano runs in, and everyone gets to see the blue-collar luchador brawler, and everyone loves him. And also they had to pause tapings to mop a certain section of ringside. Then there was a really cool vignette where Mundo was doing some kung fu shit in his living room, and also some movie star shit sitting at the table, and that was a turning point in the Mundo presentation.
That was a turning point in presentations, period, where you have sit-down interviews, but not with Vampiro.
Yeah.
Because they actually conducted an interview with him for that segment, for not really a vignette, for a new style package. This was the first time for this new style package. Go ahead, Aaron.
He was doing commercials and stuff where he was healing up, saying, here's how you can work out. Here's a good core workout. And then he was doing one of his super hard, like core plank, whatever things that you can never do in your life. And he's like, here's how you can work out. Oh, no, here's how I can work out because you are fat and you suck.
Can I do the fast bullet point on the next one?
I was going to say Ricky Reyes is the best actor in the scene. And but yeah, what do you? I don't know.
Here's my entire note. Ricky Reyes and Penis Guy do cop things. It's hard to watch, but at least Penis Guy is playing a Starsky and Hutch kind of thing instead of his Boogie Nights gimmick.
Yeah,
that's my entire note.
That's
how I felt watching it again.
That's the best part of the whole thing is that they made him do something else than his regular gimmick. But still, yeah. Also, like I'm gaining.
But that was to Lucha Underground's benefit. I will say that they never went there with that gimmick with him. He did it in dark matches, but he did not do it on the show. He came close, and they talked about him being the sleazy guy from Reseda or whatever. But it's at least now I know that we're gonna have to watch all this shit again. It's at least okay to me to know that we don't have to see what was going on in the indies at the time. Like the guy was everywhere then. He was wrestling 200 nights a year that year.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, but also like fuck him, he sucks and blah blah blah. I hope bad things, or I just hope that no one has to think about him again. But and speaking of,
I hope he turns his life around personally, but I don't care to support him.
Oh no, he's found God. It's fine. He's found God. He's fine now.
I hope he genuinely has.
That should help. But I mean, I don't. Yeah, but you shouldn't be selling tickets on wrestling shows. But anyway,
charity wrestling shows.
The next
match is Big Package Guy versus Penis Gimmick Guy.
Nope, the next is it?
Yeah.
Do they do the match right away? So they did the match and Cage beats him. It's a little competitive, but Cage does the Steiner screwdriver, which is the only thing to note in the match. It was great. Then Mundo runs in. And they have a bit of a brawl.
And he says, "Welcome to Slamtown." Was that the first reference of Slamtown?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That was it right there. That was the inauguration of Slamtown in the Cage versus Penis Guy match.
That was that's a big moment in wrestling history. And then Cage got Mundo into the Weapon X in a really cool deal. Which you just watch it. I'm not going to explain it.
Pop for "I'm not a man, I'm a machine" that time with the crowd finishing off his words and everything.
But that's like Mundo being a slimy guy, making fun of a dumb catchphrase in a way that the fans did get behind the dumb catchphrase. Right. It was good work.
This is the genius of John Morrison when you use him correctly, which WWE can't seem to do.
No, this is in these matches this season, you're seeing him probably do the best work of his career.
Yeah, season 2 and 3 for sure. All right, what do you got next?
We got a vignette. We got lots of cool movie vignettes.
And I'm going to slow you down after this one because I have a lot to say about this, but go ahead.
So we have this is Rey Mysterio doing a lot of exposition, like old kung fu movie style. Here's a legend of our people sort of stuff with Dash, Dragon, Azteca Jr. They both have cool masks. Rey has a especially dope mask. They do some cool fighting training, which is awesome. Except of course you never see them actually do this type of fighting in the ring.
No.
But
that's because Skip Chasen doesn't actually like wrestling. He likes real kung fu movies and shit.
Yeah.
So he puts those in all the vignettes. Fuck wrestling. Every now and then the stunt guys will be like, hey, should we throw a Hurricane Rana in here? And Skip will be like, yeah, do these guys know how to do it? And we'll show them. Okay, fine. And that's the extent of it.
Yeah.
But he like the Quirno dice because it was technically like rope work.
But it was super cool, and like you got Rey Mysterio, you get him in an A+ segment on your show without busting his knees. That's awesome.
Look, here's what I have to say about this show. This is the mythology and the story. Like if you want to know what the mythology and the story of Lucha Underground is, go watch this one segment with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Azteca Jr. He's explaining how Dario, Dragon Azteca Sr. and Papa, Papa Cueto and Dragon Azteca Sr. met to find all the descendants of the tribes, and they were going to get them together to fight honorably. But Papa Cueto got obsessed and gave his son over to the Aztec gods to turn evil, and now the goal is to reunite the 7 tribes. And this is the actual storyline. If they had written the show to this storyline for the next 3 years, it'd be on the air today. I swear to God.
It's the storyline that I signed up for.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. This right here, this one vignette, this is what I signed on for. This was the point in time when I was the most hyped on Lucha Underground as a TV product. Not the seeing it live. Like, I was always hyped on that.
Is Papa Cueto the conquistador style in this or something?
No, I mean this. They're just referencing. They say Dario's father. That's all they say in this segment. So they're referencing Antonio Cueto, Papa Cueto, but they're not
fair play,
saying.
They're 2 seasons ahead.
Yeah. Or they went back and actually looked at their own shit and was like, "Hey, what show were we writing? Oh yeah, let's actually write that show." And they started to do some of that stuff. There was always these moments where they would give us these little bits of this cool mythology and this storyline, and then they would play it into the wrestlers, and they would do some good. But why? Like, I'm watching AEW and how they're forming factions right now, and then I'm thinking about Lucha Underground, and it's almost the same thing. It's like, why don't you just go through with some solid fucking factions, put everybody in a corner, put a goddamn jersey on them, and then play out the storyline? Everybody in Lucha Underground should have been part of a tribe faction,
and we needed Bandido and Fantasma together.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can go on, Byron.
All right, so because
the whole episode is called Zero Miedo, so obviously it's got to be all about how Pentagon goes over.
So here we go. Here's the next match. I guess 2 things are of note here. When Prince Puma walks to the ring, you see him keep a distance from Casey. Casey's ringside, and you just see Casey just like ready to pounce when just at a moment's notice. Walks by. And 2, speaking of poorly booked Penta finishes, this was a good match. It was a lot of fun. I love it when Penta does a drop kick in the middle of someone else's flippy stuff. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was I have that in my notes too. That was the high spot. And apparently Meeflo's cat just did that spot.
I just wish he hit him in the genitals. Yeah. I just wish he hit him in the genitals.
He does it sometimes when they handspring off the ropes. But or no, he does it in the face when they do that. When they're upside down. But what really bugged me about this one is, and I don't mind the what they wanted to do for a finish, one of those gimmick roll up, but whatever, shoulders down things. But I don't get why. I don't think that Penta should have hit his pile driver, his package pile driver, his
and
finish,
then have it,
and then do a submission. You know what I mean? Or like submission to roll up. Like, okay, you do the package pile driver and then you pin him. And then if he kicks out, then you do that. Or then you just do that without the package pile driver, and it makes sense.
Yeah, the finish was not. The finish was hokey. I get the storyline, and I want to not be on board for the storyline here, but I think it helped because it pissed us off. I don't know. What do you think, Casey? Casey doesn't like any episode where Penta loses.
No, I don't. And also, this finish could could suck on my dick, dude.
Like on the tip part, or like the whole thing with the shaft and all.
Like it could gag. It could gag
all the way down to the hairy parts. Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, I still use the Manscaped stuff.
On a scale of your penis,
yeah, Manscaped.
Where would this one go compared to the Cody Rhodes one? The Cody Rhodes one go further?
You know what?
This is better than the Cody Rhodes
because
one.
this probably gave them the idea for the shitty Cody one.
Oh God, you're right. Okay, that's dreadful.
So this is choking and fondling balls.
What they're doing is they're
hey Meef, look right now at Expo Lucha, people are talking about your book that you did a thing for. What's that book called? Eat like a lucky door.
Yeah,
like a luchador. Everybody go out and pre-order a copy now.
That I pre-ordered this book, and I'm saying this because I don't think any of the other hosts did, and I'm calling them cowards.
Months ago,
I definitely did not because I don't currently have an address to order it to.
You can send it to my house.
I will be doing signings.
As you can tell from the hotel curtains, from me, I am a
from the hotel curtains that looked exactly like your home curtains.
I only book stays in hotel rooms where, like, look, it's a hotel. There's my laundry on the bed. There's a couch over there. It's a hotel, man. I'm in a hotel.
Oh wow!
I have no home. I'm homeless. I just find a hotel with internet, which I don't even have here. I'm using my phone's hotspot.
Ironically, though, that room does look like your old room. So
I know that's why I sat here. I sat in the middle of the room on purpose. I moved the desk so I could have a familiar background for you people and not upset you.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, you British people.
I'm watching this great match on Expo Lucha right now. It's Dr. Wagner Jr. and one of the Laparcas. The LA Park.
That's really cool, man. We're doing a show for like 4 days later right now, but so the finish sucked. Poor officiating by Marty Elias.
You know what though? I do. I wanted to make this point though, when you said this was the inspiration for the Cody finish. They basically did a finish where they got to neuter Penta's his finish, and then they still got to roll him up, so he got the lose. And then, everything that he did ever got no sold. And it was a good wrestling booking.
Okay.
My name is Byron Lovecraft.
Oh, that made me snort laugh.
Oh, dear Lord, if you're not watching the video version, you should come on over sometime.
Yeah, you're
anyway,
these guys are funny.
Puma tries for the arm break at the end. Was this necessary to get the heat in this feud?
He tried for the shittiest looking bitch version of this arm break. Oh, come on.
Did he do a rock sharpshooter? That one.
It was basically the rock sharpshooter of arm breaks.
I like about this episode? I like about this episode when the little tiny white woman, who is Mexican technically, but when the little tiny white woman runs into the arms of the big black dude from the hood.
I felt
that was the most realistic and accurate moment of this entire episode. When psycho white dudes like Byron mess up, and then the white girl comes running to the big, strong black dude.
You think it would pick up next week, right? But I accidentally watched next week instead of this episode and went back and watched the right one. They don't even go back to this at all next week.
It's 2 weeks later,
Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting a whole week.
Do you know why? Do you know why it had to wait longer?
Yeah,
shitty booking?
No, because Mariposa's original costume had a bad camel toe issue, just like Thunder Rosa's did.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, it's a recostuming.
At
least that's what I heard. I heard that was what the delay with the Mariposa thing was. So basically, this whole episode ends with Willie Mack, or I'm sorry, the Mac says, "I'll kill that motherfucker," and they barely.
He did say that. He did say MFer.
He did. Yeah. He clearly says it right into the camera, and I think they just dipped the audio. They just they did a quick fade instead of an actual bleep or anything, because he was like, "I'll kill that motherfucker," and there's and she's like, "Not him, her." That's about as close as.
And then she looked at us like we're Mariposa in the camera.
It was a cool. I mean, there's a lot.
And then cheerleader Melissa was like, "Nope, not me, because I can't fix the crotch in this thing."
Just shoot her from the waist. This
was definitely the season of
cheerleader Melissa does not have a problem with the camel toe. Like TV people did.
Which is probably what the problem was. She probably was like backstage wearing it to come out. If you guys don't know, and I don't think cheerleader Melissa would be upset at me saying this, she's a little bit of a freak. I think that's how she rolls. Forget her social media. Go to her OnlyFans and tell me what's going on there, because I want to buy it, but I feel like I don't want my browser history to have that.
Incognito mode, I'm told.
Okay.
Only you and Byron.
But you got credit card information. You got to pay. Okay. You got to pay for OnlyFans.
In case you aren't allowed to do those things.
Get a prepaid debit
card. What
if
she's like?
We're not
murdering
me.
What if she's like murdering people with like wax candles and like studded dummies in latex and stuff on there?
That'd be pretty.
Sounds pretty pedestrian to me. Why are you such a fucking prude?
Wow.
Justin's a prude.
Justin's a prude.
I like the really straight stuff, man. I grew up on like Vivid in the 90s.
Do you have a what?
That's gross. That's so gross.
Do you have a big old black penis hub behind you in your office like Meef does? Or are you a prude?
Wow. No, I grew up on like Jenna Jameson porn. Like she only even did like one butt scene. Like I grew up on the really plain stuff. This is not okay. This is not okay.
And you know Meef has clothes that go on that thing. It has one clothes.
There was clothes on it last time we saw it. What the fuck happened?
Why are the clothes off?
Clearly, Meef raped it. I don't know. Meef did something bad to that poor
Meef, explain. There were clothes on that last time.
I have to take them off because it's an open room and I don't want moths to eat them. Moths are
I'm gonna send you a 12 Years a Slave shirt that you can put on that thing. That worked for you?
The one where Brad Pitt came and saved black people?
Okay. Moving on.
I'll help produce this movie, but I have a couple story notes.
This has gone way, way, way off course. And we're not
even we cry about NXT now.
Yeah, so we'll be right back, and then I'm gonna talk about my friend, my hero, my guy, Karrion Kross, right after this.
If you're listening to this and you haven't visited LuchaCentral.com, it's time to do it. LuchaCentral.com is the online home for Lucha Libre, where you can get all of the top news in English and in Spanish. Find the best curated video content and original content not seen anywhere else. Find when Lucha Libre events would be happening in your area. Find photo galleries from top photographers covering Lucha Libre around the world. From weekly polls to annual awards. Seen and read by top executives in all of the major Lucha Libre promotions across the globe. And on top of that, it's free. LuchaCentral.com, your centralized place for all things Lucha Libre.
And that
sultry like Sting.
Wow.
Like the Sting penis pad on his.
No, you got to say it like
I do have a genuine Sting question.
Okay, what is it?
Is the Sting woo as good as the Ric Flair woo?
Now, first of all, the Sting is more of a ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about that?
Is it better? I'm asking you. Is it better than the Flair woo?
No. Ric Flair is better than Sting, but Sting still rules.
Okay.
Yeah, but like Sting's woo doesn't owe eight alimony payments, so it doesn't have to be as good as the Flair one.
It's more like a wolf howl.
If you were making towns, and you had your choice of Ron Simmons, Sting, Ric Flair, or Big Papa Pump to ride with, who would you ride with? Me too.
Oh yeah, dude, I'd ride with Ron, dude, because he's unfuckwithable.
Haku.
Okay, so I'm just establishing levels here. So the Ric Flair woo is better, and you'd ride with Ron Simmons over Sting and a plethora of other people.
Dude, I'd ride with Scotty because I know if I rode with him that he'd never shove markers up my butt.
Yeah, if you're someone's driver, then they're a little bit nicer. Yeah. Here's the thing:
also, if you show up with Ron Simmons, he's not going to shove markers up your butt either.
No, that's true.
Ron.
So I will.
If you don't step to Ron,
if we're fantasy booking our mid '80s wrestling careers, I would.
No, we're setting a baseline.
3 people in the car with us. 3 people inside the car with us. Right, we get to pick them.
I'm going to
Probably
keep doing this every week. I'm setting a baseline for Sting. I'm setting a baseline.
I would never want to actually be backstage and party with Ric Flair unless I was like the fourth guy hanging out, so I could Irish goodbye. Because
we should make this to a thing. Instead of snog, marry, murder, it's like ride along with, party with, and wrestle.
Okay, it's 1998, Byron. It's 1998.
Okay,
98.
Oh,
you don't want to ride with Sting. He's going to rat you out to your wife because he's still Christian.
No, but I'm saying it's 1998. You're booking a match, and you've got Rob Van Dam. You've got two guys in the locker room. One of them is Super Crazy, and the other one is Sting. Who do you book against Rob Van Dam?
Do I want to make money?
Right. You book
that's a good question. You book Sting to sell tickets, but who gives you a better match?
Sting. Have you seen him do a gorilla press 15 times in the same match?
Have you seen him do a stinger splash?
Jesus
the high
Christ,
spot
Dustin.
to end all high spots?
Do you make him take the Van Terminator?
Damn it.
I thought you knew work rates.
Do you make him take the Van Terminator?
No, I make RVD
realistic.
somehow take a flip bump off of the stinger splash.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out.
He's gonna have to head
Rob Van Dam catches a dustbin and Sting does the stinger splash to the dustbin onto Rob Van Dam.
Yes,
so
yes.
Van Stinginator.
We're saying in 1998 that not only is Rob Van Dam a bigger draw and more exciting than Sting is a bigger draw than Super Crazy and more exciting than him. You're also saying that in 1998, Rob Van Dam should really job to Sting.
Yeah,
like
realistic.
So like a reach around blow job.
And then
like
after he loses, you should get back up and beg him not to beat him again. More.
Right. So you know how Rob Van Dam takes pile drivers, how he bounces off the mat. That's how he should take the Scorpion Death Drop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he should change this. He should change this to "This is Sting."
Yeah, and he should be bleeding just from looking at Sting
from the butthole and the forehead.
Just to be realistic.
I'm just getting a baseline here. Okay. I'm going to talk about WWE.
Let me tell you something about Rob Van Dam's butthole there, Outlaw. That anus could sweat like the Flash flood ride at Universal Studios. Why is that guy's crack always so sweaty?
It really is. And why do you
Jake Roberts' crack ever got that wet, he'd never even make the next town.
Has he got butt implants too?
Rob?
Yeah.
Like his girl? I don't think so.
Oh, God.
Oh, God damn it.
Which one?
I just don't like to look at some people.
Why? Seriously, though, why does Rob Van Dam always have the anal rain problem?
I never could have figured. I never could figure it out.
Anal rain.
And why doesn't he care? Why doesn't it bother him? It's the more disturbing part.
Why would he care about anything?
It's not like he didn't watch the tape. You know, Rob Van Dam
because he's stoned off his tits.
Maybe. He's like, wet ass.
Look at my cheeks, man.
Maybe it's cooling. Maybe it's cooling his balls down.
I need to open a comic book store so I can just sit in the back and watch videotapes of my wet ass.
Oh, God, I wish I went to that comic store. I met him at a con once, and he's like, dude, are you local? And I'm like, oh, not really. He's like, oh, you should still come to my comic store, God damn it.
Yeah, I still like RVD. He's a has-been.
Oh, I fucking love RVD. I love RVD. He's no Sting. He'll tell you that himself. Good
Lord.
But let me tell you something. Sting does not have that dead-on impression of Shawn Michaels that Rob Van Dam does that's recommended to everyone on YouTube.
Can I say this? There's a Raw. His Fastlane is this weekend, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know or care. I'm gonna get Peacock. I'm gonna do the switch over. But here's my thing. I said it last week. I'm gonna say this again. Bobby Lashley still looks like $1 million. The purple suit with the belt. I'm not even gonna talk about the fucking wrestling on this show. There was no wrestling on this goddamn go home show. Bobby Lashley though, in the suit with the belt on, like it's just a regular belt, like it's just a cool belt buckle, was my shit. That was the best thing that happened to me all week.
Byron,
Byron,
that wasn't a belt, was it?
No, well, the metal part was the belt, but the big girthy strap around his waist, I was holding it up, was his dick, because that's what he wraps around.
So
cool.
The plate was the cock ring, is what you're saying, Byron.
Yes.
No, that's a wrestling championship. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not,
like you wouldn't wear a cock ring that was done in WWE title match.
It's not a cock ring. It's not a cock ring. It's a championship cock ring.
Yeah, it was one of the most notable parts of the Leo Rush gimmick, where Leo Rush would tell everyone to like look at his glutes and stuff, and like you're looking at Bobby Lashley's body for a whole segment. He just has this one like rope that seems to be protruding around the inside of his tights, all the way around the circumference of his body. Yeah, championship.
Such good shit.
No, but he's super. I mean, dude, Bobby Lashley's always looked legit.
Made me shave my fucking head.
Legit, and it's really dope what's going on right now. And
it proves too that a misused person can get used the right way at times, and if you build them up the right way, there's still a chance for them. I like the fact that they built them up.
Something. Yeah, he said something really nice about Miz. This was in a picture of an article.
Oh,
much like it wasn't. It's a picture of Sting or something, you know, one of those gimmicks.
Where he said he had a beautiful wife.
I don't know if it was the real article, but he said he was giving high praise to Miz. Like, this guy, he has a TV show, he has a reality show, he has another game show, he has movies, he has a beautiful wife. He has 2 kids and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you know, I'd love to have any of those things. Miz is great in my book. And it's like, that's a great compliment. And he's really helping putting over someone who did a good thing for him. But also,
he has a wife.
Stop going after your opponent's wives.
That also, isn't he married to Crystal Marshall?
Look, Miro said it best on AEW this week. The worst thing for your career is having your wife at ringside.
That was great.
He said that.
You know what? He said that, but he fucked that girl on a tank, dog.
Yeah. No, I totally heard.
But he still said it.
I totally heard Macho Man giving that advice to Lance Storm.
Oh yeah.
Don't bring your wife into business, you know.
Yeah, Lex will just kill her.
Yeah. And from the JBL booking department, we had a receipt match on Raw that I found to be very interesting. Asuka has her teeth back in. I know. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. Asuka has her teeth back in, and Shayna Baszler is booked to take a beating, and Shayna bitched out, which really surprised me. Shayna covered up, got the ref to protect her, really didn't take the ass-whooping receipt from the JBL booking department. I was surprised that they let that happen and let her get away with not taking an ass beating. But if I know WWE, that just means they're going to do it again next week, and she's going to get her receipt from Asuka for knocking in her
pal, you know what the audience likes is repetition. Yeah.
Right. You know, it's amazing to look at the company that didn't like Perry Saturn. So they purposely had the APA give him a concussion. And it's also the same company that saw Daniel Bryan bump his head on a tope and told him he can't wrestle anymore for 4 years.
Yeah, sounds about right. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Shayna still has her teeth by the end of the month when they finally forget. Braun Strowman versus Brains versus Braun. The Shane O'Mac Braun thing, miss. Just a miss. That's
the angle. Like, I don't watch this shit. They're going for Shane versus Braun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean,
I think that would be a good.
Braun got slimed at the end of their match, like they were on Nickelodeon. Like, literally.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Shane left him laying in slime.
Did he say I don't know first?
Unique, but it was interesting and unique. But I really don't know what to make of it yet. I like Shane and Braun. I just don't know that they're doing enough with Braun's character right now to make this work. And Shane's just calling him a big dummy and insulting him all the time, which might be good.
Hey,
it might work.
I mean, the guy can't hide his syringes for his bathroom selfies. I think Shane's just telling the truth a little bit.
Those vitamin B shots, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But,
vitamin B for Duradecaballin.
Listen, I mean, Braun's a good guy. He's had a very privileged career, and that might not give him the same type of hunger like we were talking about last week. I feel like wrestlers do need to go into business for themselves. Maybe Shane is trying to do something about that, try to stir that up for him. But I think with him, he's a spectacle wrestler character on the show, and Shane is a great dance partner. Eventually, this should lead to like Braun chokeslamming.
I don't know
Shane
if I would say
like,
Shane is a great dance partner, but Shane demands, and because of his position, gets a certain level out of people because you don't have a choice. He'll go hard. He'll take your bump. He'll do crazy shit. He's going to be real sloppy, and he's going to potato the fuck out of you. So, like, when you're working with
you
Shane,
get to hit him for real, like, as much as you want. So it's okay.
And the people that do are smart. You just go for it, and you just murder him.
But at the end of the run, like Braun should have something on his highlight reel where he's like choke slamming Shane off the side of a building.
Yeah.
You know? That looks, he needs stuff like that.
Oh, we were watching the I think it was Royal Rumble match where it was Shane versus Steve Blackman, and they did the fall from the
oh, I love Steve Blackman so much.
It was
Can
like
we make the rest of this episode a Steve Borden and Steve Blackman tribute episode?
Wow.
What about the Steves? Our favorite Steves, list them 1 to 10.
Okay, Steve Blackman, Steve Regal, Steve Borden, Steve Austin,
Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Steve Williams. The other Steve Regal. Dude, I'm usually
Stevie
so
Richards?
much better at this. Yeah, Stevie Richards, Steven Richards. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other Steves.
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon. Stunning Steve. Stunning Steve Williams. Stunning Steve Austin. Hollywood Blonde Steve Austin.
These are all the same guy, are they not?
They're different gimmicks, man.
All right.
Different gimmicks, bro. Are you going to call The Undertaker and Mean Mark Callis the same guy? Are you dumb like Zeus?
Really?
Rest in peace.
No, I mean Zeus King Dark.
Oh.
Not Tiny Zeus Lister.
I love how there's a few Twitter handles that are still riding the Pentagon Dark gimmick.
Yeah.
It was a good gimmick. It was that good. I don't know if it was as good as Zombie Phoenix, but
yeah.
And the Puma Dark that never really became a thing.
Yeah, all those great payoffs that Lucha Underground's known for in their angles.
Puma Dark was so cool.
I'm restarting Lucha Underground, and it's not Aztec Underground. It's going to be better. I'm already writing it. It's going to be good.
I'm going to call it fucking Pucha Underground, and it's going to be shit, just like the real thing.
What do you think the mystery dude in Azteca Underground is going to be?
Speaking of shit, this week's NXT.
Oh yeah,
I don't know the answer to your question, Byron, but I do want to dive into it at some point. We need to have an expansive conversation of whether or not that's crap or awesome. All right, LDF versus Breezango. Santos doesn't quite look as good with his belt and suit as Bobby Lashley, but he looks like $800,000. Bobby Lashley looks like $1 million. Santos looks like $800,000. How about that, Meef?
I'll take it.
Okay, good. No, I really do like that look. This goes back to our whole Mil Muertes suited up thing. Like, if the guy's not wrestling and he's a champion, let him act like a champion like this. Yeah. Let him come to the ring styling. Let him. I love these guys actually wearing the belts, and that they have belts that people can actually wear now that aren't like 700-pound spinner belts and weird shit, or the broken skull belt, which was paper thin and Austin just threw around like a rag doll. I like the belts that look ornamental and the guys actually wear them. And they wear them classy, and it makes both those belts feel important to me. Yeah. So kudos to that.
Hey, pal, they're not called belts; they're called championships.
Yeah, we got it.
Shut up, Casey.
So Jordan Devlin's face off with Santos Escobar.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're getting the real cruiserweight champion back on NXT,
Are you
right?
Just trying to. It was St. Patrick's Day, man. They had to give him one.
You're so transparent, Byron.
Meatloaf, how do you feel about Jordan Devlin? He's thought about it for a minute, and he drinks an Australian beer out of a glass.
Warm Australian beer.
Like Australian convicts.
Wow. It's not like we have any Australian viewers left by this part of the show.
No. So Jordan Devlin's
a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. I don't give two fucks about anybody trying to defend him. Because at the end of the day, he's not been proved innocent, which I kind of guess is the thing, and he's not been proved guilty. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I've seen some of the evidence that I would say I kind of, sways my vote a bit. But just keep him off TV until it's okay. Then fair enough. Come back. I'm sure people, if he was cleared and his name was cleared, would forgive it. Blah blah blah. But let's be honest.
Do you think he's going
and as
over
we've talked about
boy?
before. Oh, of course.
They're going to put him over?
Triple H fucking loves him.
Oh, shit.
He's a little mini Devitt.
Yeah. He's a little Finn Balor. Oh, we love the Finn Balor. We love the little Finn me. Look at his giant fucking head.
He does have a giant fucking head.
It's like he got all of the dick meat to his head.
Probably eat too much fucking potatoes. Yeah. The starch just swells up there.
Oh, you called him a potato eater on top of it all. Jesus Christ, what's happening here?
God, I'd like to apologize to all of our Irish listeners that are still here after when we used to talk about Conor McGregor on the show.
Where do you think the freckles come from? My Irish family hates Meatloaf now.
So all you need to know is the Sisters of Mercy, the evil cult of women who used to sexually abuse children, were Irish. She's going to go through terrible Irish people throughout the dawn of history, which there's a long list of.
Hey, I don't know if you guys heard this or not. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly have heat. Hey, guys, I don't know if you heard this or not. I don't give a fuck. It's the worst thing ever.
I don't even remember which one Kyle O'Reilly is.
He's the bland one.
He's one of the sweet. He's the one that can do a better promo than the
air guitar.
Oh, okay. Fish is the good one. Okay.
No, Fish. No, they're both really good though. Fish
is the QAnon guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he kind of is, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but I like this whole Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole thing, like up until
the cat stepped on his thing. He'll be back.
Until like last week, I think there's been strong heat, and then I tuned in this week, and they're doing some sort of vehicular attempted homicide thing or something. And it's like, I don't care about this. Like, it was funny when the Outsiders did it with the Steiners because they're just trying to, because they get everything over. But like, Also,
I just think they should put 2 8x10s on the screen, one of Kyle O'Reilly, one of Adam Cole, and just an explanation in writing that says these two guys have heat. Because that's like all they accomplished. Like, I get it. They have heat.
Maybe it's but maybe not.
Sometimes Kevin Nash is right, wasn't he? Vanilla midgets.
But
because let's be honest, these are the two of the blandest.
No,
vanilla midgets.
I think
yes, Adam Cole is just Shawn Michaels. Byron, he's just a shit Shawn Michaels copy. That's his whole thing. He looks like him. He acts like him. He's even doing the DX touring apart thing. He's literally a carbon, boring fucking copy of a guy who was a piece of shit in the 90s.
We need to let Meefloaf drink great Australian beer more often on this show. What were you going to say, Byron? I'll give you one.
I don't know if every note is hitting, but I do appreciate that this is part of the effort to reinvent Kyle O'Reilly into a main eventer. Because I think he was super. I think he was super.
What is Kyle O'Reilly going to draw?
Super over
flies
in the supporting role that he was in.
Picture of where he was touched. I mean, what?
What?
He's going to draw flies when you roll them in shit.
But like Kyle O'Reilly, I think his
file under Johnny
wasn't a main eventer. And when Adam Cole stepped down and Kyle got to lead the segments, he still wasn't like a leader type. And so they took him off, and he's coming back with a pretty paint by numbers, comeback story.
He's got a padded like jean
he's
jacket.
Got the Triple H jean jacket over leather jacket thing or something. It's like hopefully it works. Hopefully it does well, but it's also like you gotta, and it's hard because there's no fans.
He's got no charisma, but yeah, fine.
But no, he does. But he's not a main event.
No.
They're trying to.
Doing this with a title belt isn't charisma, Byron.
It's just stealing from Tanahashi. God damn it! Who stole it from Hulkster, brother?
Also,
Hulkster was playing bass though.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
Hulkster
being the most charismatic and stand out in a group that contains Bobby Fish, who's literally fucking beige, fucking shitty boots himself. Beige,
dude, Roddy,
or maybe eggshell. Maybe Roddy's eggshell, right? And
Can
Adam
stop
Cole.
calling him Roddy. That's not his name. There's only one Roddy.
Roderick Strong.
It's like 4 vanilla midgets who are just so bland.
Hey, Meef, I have a question. For you though. What? Is it only the royal family that is it has been inbred? That has been inbred for a century, or is everyone who lives in England also a descendant of the inbred?
No.
blood?
So what happens is the royal family are actually technically they're definitely not English at all. For a start, the fact that William of Orange was once King of England is all I need to say.
Yeah, no, that's obvious.
Willem Nassau, right? So basically, they're not.
We learned about
to change their name. They had to change their name for a start to Windsor, so they sounded more English.
Right. No, we all do that.
Philip, who looks like a zombie currently and hopefully will die soon.
I thought he's been dead for 5 years.
He's Greek. Well, no, I think it's actually Prince Andrew hiding from the police inside a flesh suit, so they don't think the paedophile's still on the loose.
So,
but they're more pedophilic than they are inbred, because what happened is lots of the royal families throughout Europe all interbred with each other. So whilst they're very distant cousins, but they're all related to each other.
Yeah,
and so
but also the rest of the countries in Europe killed their.
What I'm trying to figure out is if
England as a country, despite being full of Nathander knuckle-dragging dickheads who want to vote for Brexit and be racist and xenophobic against other people from other countries, has been invaded for its entire fucking history, and no one here is purely British.
I love all of that. So I gotta move on to.
So messed up.
No, that's not why. I gotta move on to this match that ended. Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch versus Finn Balor and.
Is there a reason you're burying this part at the very end of the show?
There is absolutely a reason why I'm burying this at the end of the show, because
Kevin,
this wasn't a good look. This was not a good look. I consider Kevin Cross an actual friend, but as a host of a wrestling podcast that talks about him in very positive lights, I feel it necessary to also point out the negative lights. Karrion Cross should have put the brakes on somewhere in this. Oni Lorcan was
the whole show. He should have.
Oni was leading. He had Finn over his shoulder. I believe that this was a test for him. I believe they put him in this position for a reason, to see if he's really the championship material that they intend for him to be. And sadly, I believe he failed the test. I don't think that he passed this test at all. I think that the match started going sideways. I think he was letting Oni lead at a time when he shouldn't. And I think Danny Burch should be very mad at both Kevin and Oni. The spot that they did that brought Danny Burch down wrong was rushed. It looked like, and I don't know for sure, it looked like Oni called the spot, and that he did call the reverse, but Danny was not in a position to understand that, and they were moving too fast. And that means that when you're championship caliber material, if you're really the guy, if you're the man, even if somebody else is leading, you stop that. You put him in the front headlock and you slow it down. Cross didn't do that. Cross went ahead with the spot. They were moving too fast. Danny tries to go forward. Oni goes back. Cross is in the middle and powers them both up. That's his job. He did the base part of the move, and it turned out terribly, terribly wrong. Also, the cover-up was not good. This referee can eat a giant fat dick. Did not know what to do. Scarlett, as a manager, did the best job out of all of them, because she's up there. She's trying to get Finn's attention to maybe start a little something, a dust up or something, and make some action happen. And she's trying to get Cross to do something. It made no sense rules-wise, because if the guy's injured, you stop the match. If not, then Cross should be covering him for a pin.
Right.
But they can't do an attempted pinfall because the guy might break his neck. So literally on air, we had about 32 seconds of Cross standing in the corner looking at Finn. Finn doesn't help him out because Finn is sitting there looking disgusted at all of them, like, you bunch of fucking hacks. You bunch of creepy hacks. Why am I in NXT right now? You all suck. Fuck all of you. And I can't even blame Finn for thinking that at the particular moment, which depresses the shit out of me because I love Kevin Cross and I just want them to move him on so he can do the good stuff. I've been dreading this moment where they start doing this stuff with Finn, and I feel like I'm already vindicated in dreading it because it's already gone terribly awry. I think Finn made Cross nervous. I think there's been a lot of pressure on him about this Finn thing. I think Finn hates it. I don't know that for a fact, but it really, all signs point to the fact that Finn's not happy with where this program's going, which means now he's going to have juice in the back to lobby against it. Who knows? This whole program could get changed now. It's a terrible, terrible look. I did not like any moment of it. And this is the kind of stuff I hate in wrestling. Hate moments like this. Didn't protect your guy in the ring with you. You didn't make yourself look good. You fucked up the gimmick. And it wasn't just Cross, but Cross was part of it. So he's got to take some of the blame for it because I wanted Cross to be the guy to save it. Let those guys be assholes. Let them try to work you too hard so they can get over, and let them look like dumb monkeys when you freeze them out on the spot. He should have frozen them out.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'd like to get into like note by note on all Cross's moments on this show because it's so uncharacteristic of how he's been doing. But
yeah, go for it.
But there was that point right before the double suplex botch where Cross was just legit taking Birch over in a suplex, and Oney Lorcan just runs in like shoulder tackles or whatever, just runs into Cross.
Oh yeah, super duper fuck Oney Lorcan, by the way. Super duper fuck that guy.
That was like that could have broken both their necks, and then both those guys. And like in the moment, like you can't really blame them in one aspect because both those guys just got super jarred. They're in mid suplex. One guy's upside down for Christ's sake, and then they get tackled and toppled, and someone picks them up and calls a spot, and you go into you just try and do it, and like Birch, like if you watch the replay, it looks like he just kind of like dolphin jumps onto his head because he's so not connected with everyone. And but then again, Cross should like. If he's in the spot where Finn is, he should have control. And if someone does that and he calls a spot, you knee him in the fucking face or something. Like Jack Evans even knows how to take control. We've seen him shoot on people in AAA who go overboard, and he'll front face lock you, put some knees in your head, and calm you down.
And that's not part of the culture at WWE, but a little bit at NXT. And the one of the problems with NXT is they have this seniority thing. Even if they're putting a guy over, you know, they wrestled the seniority there a lot, and whoever's leading, it's like in that match, the seniority was Finn, Oney, Danny, Cross. Yeah, and like Finn, he's hitting one note in his character, and he's doing it extremely well. And I mean, it'd be nice if he did a little bit more, but my big note on Cross is that he needs that kind of restraint and direction because he did his run on the indies where he'll do all the moves that, you know, they all do. He'll do all the taunts and blah, blah, blah. And when he was the White Rabbit in Lucha Underground, that was my favorite presentation of his because he got honed in to a set of things that all worked for one character, for one scene, for one moment, you know, and it all made sense together. And he's started in NXT like that, restrained. But then now, especially on this week, like he's coming out to a promo, in-ring promo with Finn. Finn's in the street clothes looking hard as fuck. And then Cross is out here in Randy Orton, you know, formal attire, a t-shirt and his underwear. You know, like you look like a full lined up against that. Be in your badass street gear that you do come out in with your cool leather jacket or whatever that you have in the past, where you look unique and you look cool and dangerous. Yeah,
and all
his gimmick is not that he's some catch wrestler or shooter.
Yeah,
his gimmick is that he's, you know, a psychopath. Not the Dexter Lumis kind of psychopath, but that he's this hard ass occult kind of figure. And so I don't know. We're coming out looking like, you know,
a suit minus a tie,
or a shooter, or Shelton Benjamin or something like that. You know, it's like he looks like a catch wrestler. He looks like Josh Barnett. You know, he doesn't.
TNA did do the. He dressed a bit like Hitman.
Yeah,
Loki.
He's
that
always
was a good
done
presentation.
That.
No, but what I'm saying is that was a good presentation that he could have used in this instance. Come out with leather gloves on.
He did that at the beginning of NXT too, and then when he came back and Bomb Rush Damian Priest and shit, he had that super cool biker jacket, Evolution, and it was good. And all of that was gone. All of the restraint was gone. He looked lost. He's out there face to face with Finn. Finn is doing the one look because he knows he's done the TV. You stare someone down, and it's long and dumb live, but it gives everyone time to get all their shots for the package. And Cross is out there doing every face he knows how to do. And he looks, and I hate to say this, but he looks like a cartoon character. You hear people say that when he does this sort of thing, doing all that super animated.
That's the biggest criticism for people who haven't seen him before, if you read the interwebs, that the biggest criticism is they think that it's a bit Looney Tunes. It's a little Bugs Bunny-ish when he does some of the when he gets growly. And I said this a few weeks ago, when he's just mean and he says calmly insane things that are scary, love it. When he starts doing the growly and the big mean mugging faces, it works for one shot in the intro of his ring entrance, and the rest of the time I don't feel it. Right. I'm not feeling that stuff.
Yeah, he's a guy who, and again, like on the main shows, he's not going to be the biggest guy there, but you still get the impression looking at him that he can hurt you as soon as he wants to. And so he doesn't need to tell you that with his face. He doesn't need to yell.
To get the Jake Snake back.
And
do we know if Danny Burch is okay? Does anybody know?
Yeah, it's like a separated shoulder or something. They think it's
so he's
shoulder,
out.
Not his neck, but he might be out. Yeah.
But he's on the shelf. So a guy got put on the shelf over this.
Yeah.
That's an issue for me. And I don't want Cross to have, like, Cross just was that guy. You don't want to be the guy that does that to somebody else or even involved in it, even if Oni called the spot. Like, something went wrong. And also, the reaction to the something went wrong wasn't good. They singled up on the two shot of Finn and Cross standing there with Cross looking dumbfounded. And they tried to retcon it a little bit and sell it on social media afterwards. And God bless them. Hopefully that means that they're still invested in Cross. Because I really look, I hope this is a passing phase. I hope that Danny is okay. I hope it was just an off night. Everybody has one. Everybody's allowed to have one. Not everything that Kevin Cross has to do it has to be gold. I've criticized lots of other wrestlers that I absolutely adore and love. This was not his finest moment. Let's hope that the next one is better. What would Sting say, Casey?
He'd say, let's end the show. I'm fucking tired.
This is like our shortest show so far. I do hope
it's actually a really short show.
I do hope some of that direction and focus that started at the beginning of Cross's run comes back, and he gets more confidence, and he also just advocates for himself more. Like,
Meatloaf, are you drunk yet?
No.
Anyway.
You're not? Well, go get drunk, and I'm going to agree with Casey. So until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.